Stephen, very disappointing evening again. What did you make of that?
I think you've heard this record on a couple of occasions at home, haven't you? It's the third game we've obviously drawn, so there's a few things that need fixing, that's for sure. And we won't try and cover that up. I think it was always going to be a tough game. Aberdeen were on the back of a good result at the weekend, and obviously the rivalry, it's always a difficult match. But then when you go and gift them the first goal, and then you obviously lose a duel in the box from a set play, and you go 2-0 down, the challenge becomes more tough. And we have to try things and force things and throw different things at it to try and get back in the game, when really that's not us, because normally we play with control in a certain way where the organisation's there, and we play a stylish game on the back of that. So there was a lot of it that we didn't recognise as a staff tonight, and we need to fix a few things moving forward.
That's 8 times now this season already. You've conceded that first goal. You've been on the back foot. That can't continue. Really.
Well, I think you're alluding to the things that I'm talking about that need fixing. We'll always be honest here. It's not about criticising anyone or digging anyone out. It's about me as the manager and the staff looking at a few things and trying to fix a few things that we need to get better at moving forward, because this is a tough level of football. And then if you go and gift teams goals, which is unlike us, but it's happening too many times so far this season.
Stephen, you mentioned there conceding too many goals, as it were. Is it to do with the fact that the team does respond well when it goes behind, but doesn't really seem to start until about 20 minutes into the game?
We actually tried to start on the front foot, and I thought we were positive in the opening exchanges. But then from a dead ball, we decide to overplay in the wrong area, and we don't do it right. And we gift Aberdeen the opening goal. And then really short after, minutes later, you end up 2-0 down from a set play. You've got to defend your box better when it comes down to set plays. From that moment, I don't think we've done much wrong within the game. Okay, we have to force it at times, and we have to change the shape and do things and throw more attacking players at it, but that was because we didn't start the game well enough in terms of making it too easy for Aberdeen to score against us. So the challenge become a lot more complicated after 10-12 minutes.
Is there a concern that, as results aren't what we want them to be, that it might be a confidence issue with the players?
I don't think so. I think it's about us getting on the training pitch and working to try and fix the issues that we've got. I don't think there's any denying that how we've started the season, drawing 3 games at home from a league point of view, certain things need addressing and looking at, and that's what we need to do. But that's something that excites me more than concerns me, because I believe we can fix them. I believe we can improve and become a lot more harder to play against.
Thank you.
Stephen, it's obviously been a tough couple of days for everyone associated with the club. I know you won't want to use excuses. How was the mindset of the players going into this?
There'll be no excuses, not at all. I think, of course, the last 24, 48 hours have been tough for everyone connected to the club, not just people at Rangers. I think the football world, the media, people who've been lucky enough to spend time with Walter. I think the tributes have been very fitting for him and his family. They should be really proud of what he achieved here at Rangers and at other clubs, but also the human being he was. They should be extremely proud. So it has been tough, but that had nothing to do with how we looked and how we wanted to look. So there'll certainly be no excuses from that side of it.
A fitting tribute, I think it's fair to say, from the fans as well. Was it just that frustration that you
I thought the fans were tremendous. I thought the fans were tremendous, in the 73rd minute. The noise, the support, the way they tried to get back behind the team at 2-0. I thought the fans were terrific tonight, and it's been tough for them because they've lost an icon, they've lost a legend, they've lost someone who they love, and that's never easy. But we need to give our fans more from a home point of view. Otherwise, we're going to put a lot more pressure on ourselves in terms of the away fixtures. So we know what we need to fix, and we'll do our best to fix it.
Stephen, emotionally charged night.
Start that again, sorry.
An emotionally charged night tonight. But in terms of the pressure that the players are under, obviously at a club like Rangers, you'll be under pressure, but it's a different kind of pressure this season, the pressure of being champions. Do you think the weight of expectation has weighed heavy on the players in the first 11 games?
I don't see that. I don't see that on a daily basis. I don't see it in terms of individuals. We've spoke about internally about accepting that and taking that responsibility and that pressure. I think whether you win a league here or you don't, before you sign on the dotted line, you've got to accept that this is a high pressure football club that demands winning football. A draw is no good in any game. A defeat's a crisis. You know what you're signing up for, so we have to accept that. I do, and we do.
Rangers have obviously now played every team in the league. What's your overall reflection in the first 11 games?
We need to fix a few things and improve in certain parts and certain areas, and I've got confidence and belief that we will do that. So there's not a case of me sitting here and thinking, well, yeah, we're through a round of fixtures, I'm satisfied or content. I'm not. We have to continue to strive to be better. Yeah, he's got a small issue at the moment. I think he'll be a doubt for the weekend again. And hopefully we'll have him around for the Bromby game, but I think he'll be a big doubt for the weekend as well.
Thank you.
Stephen, you were extremely animated on the touchline this evening, possibly as most of us have seen you this season. Was that a frustration, or was that just a keenness to get a message to the players, or...?
Well, look, I was very frustrated with certain things that happened on the pitch tonight. The 2 goals that we've conceded are poor from our point of view, so there might have been a tad of frustration there. Of course there is, but being animated is not a negative for me. It's someone who cares, who's passionate, who wants to do the right thing by these supporters in this football club. So if it was too animated for you guys, I can only apologise.
And you've alluded to some of those issues, those problems that are there. I think defensive lapses, conceding goals, perhaps not creating enough chances, and then if we are creating those chances, not then taking them. What concerns you the most, or is it an equal concern you have in terms of the quality in both boxes?
Well, I think all the issues that we need to fix, I'm not sure concern's the right word, but I know what we need to address and get better at. I thought we looked very dangerous from set plays today, but we didn't look dangerous enough in open play. We didn't test Joe Lewis enough in open play, but it did look as if we could cause major problems from set plays, so that's not enough. We need to be better at opening the door in open play and getting more shots off and outplaying more, and our talented players on the pitch need to be more creative. But we've scored 2 goals tonight. I think there's other areas that need fixing first.
Sorry, did Aberdeen angry at the penalty decision? Have you ever looked at yourself?
If they are, there's nothing I can do about that.